Hey, my name is Hagen Henderson. I'm from Redding, California, and the other night I had a dream that I believe is for South Africa. So on that night, I fell asleep and I had a dream that I was creating a song with a few people in a recording artist situation. We were recording a song, and it was a new song that I had never heard before, and it was awesome. I really loved the way it sounded. We were just jamming on it, having a good time, and then suddenly I noticed that the person producing and the person engineering this song was Eminem, the recording artist, rapper Eminem. And I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but his name is Eminem because he is Marshall Mathers. It's M and M, literally. So he is one of the top dogs in the rap game. When he came in, it was a game changer. So Eminem is in the room, and he's kind of in the background. He's not brought up to the forefront yet. But as we start to play the song and record it, I start to realize that there is a gap in the song that needs someone to come and speak onto the track. So I look over at Eminem, and I think to myself, wait, and tell everybody else, why don't we just get Eminem to come onto the track? Why don't we put him on there? I mean, he's great. He's awesome. He's good at what he does. Okay, so that was the end of the dream. It was like a no-brainer. So anyway, the next day, my mind is boggled by what I've just dreamed about because I don't know what Eminem represents to me. So I start to pray and ask God, what does Eminem represent? And as I'm praying, I'm just praying with God and trying to listen to see what he shows me. And then finally I start to sing in the Spirit. And I'm singing this song in the Spirit. And then I begin to sing in English in the natural. And as I'm singing in the natural, I start singing a song of, we're lifting up the banner of hope. We're lifting up the banner of hope. And we're releasing peace into the land. We're lifting up the banner of hope. And I sing this line over and over again. And as I sing this line, I start to see South Africa in front of me. I'm seeing South Africa, so I start singing this song over South Africa. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm singing it, and I don't know why this came to me like this. So after I get done singing this song, I just feel like, man, I guess God is just prophesying over South Africa today with this banner of hope. And then all of a sudden, I think about how there was two different pharaohs between Genesis and Exodus. In Genesis, the Pharaoh of Genesis with Joseph honored Joseph and honored Jacob. He honored the word of the Lord over the land. Okay, but when you go into Exodus, there's a different Pharaoh. There's a different leader. And he does not honor the word of the Lord, and he even wants to kill Moses and every boy because of it. So, as I'm thinking about this, which is something I was just studying like the day before, I believe I hear the Lord saying, I'm actually raising up a new leader for South Africa right now. And he is a young leader. And as I'm hearing this, I start to see a vision of this man who reminds me of a young Martin Luther King Jr. And I see his face and I see his outline. And he says, I'm raising him up, and he is going to release hope into the land, and he's going to release peace in the land. And it's going to be the same way that it was in America with Trump coming in and bringing change to the land and things changing drastically and rapidly. It's going to be the same way when this man gets elected into office. He will be the president of South Africa. So I'm just stunned by what I'm hearing, and I don't know who this man is, but I've seen him in my vision, and he has the same anointing like Martin Luther King Jr. does. And so I go and research, and I look up the possible political candidates because I don't know who the political candidates are for South Africa. I'm all the way over here in America in California. So I start looking it up, and I'm looking through the different people that are possibly running in, I guess, 2019. And I get down to the end of the list, and a guy named Musi Mamane, or Mamani, he is sitting there, and I look at him, and he looks just like the vision I have. His name is M.M. It is Eminem. He is the one that God is bringing forth, that is a game changer. He's bringing him forward to speak into the land. And God is saying he's lifting up the banner of hope over South Africa. So this is a big deal. I really believe, I don't know if it's going to be this term or the next term or when it's going to be, but I believe God is raising him up to be a praying man of God that is in office. And I don't know this guy, but I know that God is speaking about it. So please pray for him as he steps up into this realm of influence. And just pray into this word and what God is doing, because it's going to be awesome. So I want to release this to you, everyone in South Africa. And if you know anybody that this would encourage, just share it with them. Let them know what God is saying over South Africa, because he is raising up the banner of hope.